Hello everyone! I'm the Jelly Donut of Please Remember Everything, and welcome back to Sonic Generations Redux. Last time, we went to not Angel Island, Sky Sanctuary Zone, and freed Knuckles, representing one of the best games of the classic trilogy. And this time, I'm finally going to equip some upgrades. He's gonna head into the skill shop, and this is what we've been earning all our skill points for. I'm gonna go ahead and buy Shield. Nice for classic Sonic. You got a skill. Skills have different effects like damage, protection, or increasing speed. Put them to good use in your adventures. Your skills can be equipped in the skill hub or selecting skill customization at the stage gate. You can buy Blast Off and Speed Up. Instead, I'm gonna buy Speed Up. And Lives. You can freely buy Lives 500 skill points a pop. I can't buy Last Chance yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy Safety Net. And let's go ahead and put on these skills. Here you can equip the skills you acquired here. Redundancy, Department of Redundancy. The skill you can equip is determined by how many points you have, so choose your skills wisely and get your own skill set. You know me, I love customization. So right now we're as Modern Sonic because it's blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and do Power Break, Safety Net, Blast Off, and Speed Up. Safety Net will let you come back with 10 rings. Blast Off lets you boost right at the start of the level. Speed Up is self-explanatory, and Power Break lets you stop on a dime. Gonna go to Classic real quick. Skill set A automatically comes with the drop dash. Now, you have to equip it in this game for Classic Sonic, but not Modern Sonic, which is weird because I always associate the ability to drop dash with Classic Sonic. Anyway, I can't have both Shield and Safety Net. I'm gonna go with Shield. And Power Break for him too. We're all geared up. So, what are we actually doing today? Well, as part of this retrospective, we still need to do the challenges. And I thought we could talk about some other non-game related things about the franchise. There's maybe some games that weren't represented here, etc. And our first instance of that is this. We're going to be doing one of each act, one challenge for each act rather, and collecting the keys. Tails, way past fast. Race go against Tails in his airplane. Let's go ahead and change the music to the original. Or no, we are not changing. I remember this. I'm gonna let you listen. When the chorus... There. Anyway. Cannot talk. Things have been going weird for me today. But
Tails took off in a plane. Try to reach the goal before he does.
Please, I let you listen to it in the original version of this Let's Play. Please listen to this version of Super Sonic Fuck. Everybody Super Sonic fucking. I'm sorry. The way I said that immediately made me think of it. Anyway, please listen to this rendition of Super Sonic Racing. It is phenomenal. Anyway, the phrase way past fast is a reference to something not video game related when it comes to Sonic. That sort of way past cool, that kind of thing. That is how Sonic talked in the Sonic Saturday Morning TV show. speech though. It was simply titled the same name. We call it Sonic Stat AM to avoid confusion. But basically, this was one of the most 90s things ever. So with Sonic's epic lingo, you know, Sonic is kind of an icon of the 90s in general. It sort of fucked the system attitude that it had. And it's a really, really good show that I highly recommend. And if you can get past some of the stereotypes and other a little unsavory 90s bits, I still consider it a good show. Anyway, we've beaten Tails by a country mile. Sorry, little bro. But yeah. The plot of the cartoon is completely different from the plot of the games. Rather than Eggman or Robotnik, as he's called in that show, the two are interchangeable. 1 second, this is a boss gate key. To get the key, a protective shield must be removed by clearing one of the challenge acts, either Act 1 or Act 2. Collect 3 boss gate keys and challenge the boss. Anyhoodle. And for Classic Sonic, which is the star of that show, I keep wanting to press X to spin dash. It's like that in the original game, and my muscle memory screws with me sometimes. Anywho, not the high-speed power challenge. That gets kind of annoying. What's this one? You know, we're just gonna go with the ones with Sonic friends in them. No. Knuckles, horde of enemies! A horde of giant enemies will try to interfere with your face with Knuckles. Race with Knuckles. God is my witness, I will learn to speak.
First one to the finish wins.
Reach the goal before Knuckles does. Knuckles will burrow underground to get ahead.
Hi! Speaking of who, he started me, but anyway, what I was trying to get to for 5 years at this point. Wait, the plot of the cartoon is Robotnik is already taken over most of Mobius. It was called Mobius at that point. It wasn't just Earth in the older games. It was Mobius in the 90s, but he's taken over most of Mobius, and now Sonic is a part of the group of freedom fighters in order to take it back from him. If you are at all familiar with the channel, I've talked about this show before. I made a small, somewhat popular, or at least compared to what I was making at the time, analysis on why Sonic doesn't put himself in a place of authority. At least to me, it seemed like he never really put himself in a place of authority. And that show is one of my main talking points, is that Sally is the leader of the Freedom Fighters, not Sonic, despite being the name of the show. And that's actually quite common for the leader to be somebody other than the main protagonist, especially in the 90s. Anyway, blue notes from these challenge gates. It's give you artwork. Yellow ones will give you music. Sorry to just randomly switch topics right there. That was just important. Right, when it comes to the Hello. You're not important right now. What's this one? Oh, Aqua Shield! Okay, we can talk about this. That's all I really want to say on Sat AM for now. Because
Open this item box to wrap Sonic in an Aqua Shield. Press the jump
If you love the bounce bracelet in Sonic Adventure 2, you have this power-up to thank for coming up with the idea in the first place. That's great too. Why like this power-up? In Sonic 3 and Knuckles, rather than your box standard, shield, I didn't really have a better way to say that. Shield that just took a hit for you. You had all these elemental shields, like this bubble shield. Shield that gave you the bounce attack, essentially. So again, if you like that power-up in Adventure 2, this was the starting point of that. Whee! Ooh. Anyway, I keep getting off track because I'm focusing on the game. Anyway, I don't think I get to show this, but the bubble shield also let you, as well as give you a bounce attack, essentially. Ah! Okay, that comes back. I'm like, am I screwed? I am not! The bounce attack lets you... Bounce attack. The bubble shield lets you breathe underwater. Here, we've seen it a little bit in Chemical Plant specifically, but if Sonic stays underwater for too long, he will drown. So, and obviously you don't want that. Right, so the bubble shield turns off the timer. Here, you can breathe underwater with the bubble shield. Oh wow, I did terribly on that S rank. Missing the S rank. Oh well. I've got some new skills. If you want to use the bubble shield in normal stages, you can do that now. Artwork 42. Excuse me! Ugh, that was rude of me. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Here, while we do, the other elemental shields will come into play later. But there was also a fire shield that basically gave you a jump dash, and an electric shield, which not only gave you attracted rings to you, but also let you double jump. So there was a lot of movement options in Sonic game, or in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Like I said, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was... Yo, we all say, oh, the adventure games are ambitious, or whatever's ambitious. No, the Sonic series is just ambitious, man. I think I'm just gonna do the boring option. Amy, taking the leap together. Press Y to call in Amy for a super high jump to get to the goal in time. Let's turn on our new music. Splash Hill Zone is the first instance of a game being represented but not by a level.
I'll help you jump higher with my Pico Pico hammer.
Splash Hill is from Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. Real quick,
Press the button as you land to jump high using Amy's hammer.
you press Y once, and then when the bar hits the yellow, do it again, you'll go super high. And now, let's talk about Sonic 4. This was a game that existed. Episode 1, I will say, is one of the weaker 2C Sonic games. There's not a lot original. So there, a lot of the zones, while having different names, are clearly inspired by other zones. So it's not anything you haven't seen before. The music's good. Voice crack. The music's really good. I almost drowned. There, I just realized, but... Yeah, the music's good. There's just not much to comment on with Sonic 4, unfortunately. But yeah, Sonic 4, it's not a bad game. There's just nothing new in it. Hey, if you want a classic Sonic game that really breaks the mold and has fun with it, play Sonic Mania. Yeah, it is far and away the best attempt at a revival of classic Sonic that they've ever done.
Leave it to me! Here goes! Sonic!
I swear to Hex, I can't do things right today. Hey, it's been this outside of gaming too. Dude, things have been weird today. Hey, I apologize. By the way, if I scatterbrained, a lot's been going on job hunting wise. That has me a little upset. It's nothing I haven't gone through before. It's nothing to be concerned about. That's enough of your personal life, Ian. No one cares. But anyway, we've gone through it. Just know that I'm just scatterbrained today because of some things outside of gaming. And what's our music to Toxic Haze? We get to talk about another Sonic game that isn't represented by a main level. I haven't shown this yet.
Yo!
Did you know that there are 3 routes here? Here, look around near the spinning platforms. Your friends at the entrance to every level will give you nice hints for you. You're very thoughtful. It's not like Omochart where they spell out, this is the jump button. But I know you're 10 hours into the game, but this is the jump button. Is this the Egg Robo level? Yes, it is! We get to talk about 2 things in Classic Sonic today! Ignore the fact that I talked about Sonic SatAM, which is also a Classic Sonic thing. But anyway, Egg Robo Rush! Reach the goal and avoid Egg Robos, it said something like that. Anyway, Toxic Caves! This little level, or this little piece, is from Sonic Spinball, a Sonic pinball game, which I think every major video game protagonist has become pinball at some point in their careers. Kirby's got a pinball game, I think, something similar. There's Pokemon pinball, Mario has a pinball game. And heck, this isn't Sonic's only pinball game. There's Pinball Party on the GBA, that's also a Sonic pinball game. Although Sonic wasn't the bone, that one. It's one of those Sonic, or Eggman holds a tournament, pinball games, if I remember correctly. And Sonic Pinball is a good game. I fucking suck at it. I am awful at pinball. I will say that right now. I suck at pinball, speaking of sucking. Oh, whoa, I just did everything right there. You made a fancy jumpy and don't overcredit yourself. Anyway, yeah, Sonic Spinball's a really good game. I'm bad at it, but it was really a neat combination between adventure game and pinball physics. It was not the greatest Sonic game out there. I get why it didn't get a level in this game because it's so different from everything else. But anyway, yes. It's Sonic Spinball, good game. Yeah, but I need to be a little bit more concise when saying stuff. Anyway, we're fighting Egg Robos, and Egg Robo is a kind of a special caricature, believe it or not. Not only does he appear in this game, but he's playable in quite a few appearances. Here's a couple off the top of my head are, he is playable in Sonic R as an unlockable character alongside Tails Doll and Metal Knuckles. We have never seen again after that point, outside of supplementary material. You know, never in the games. But anyway. Thanks, asshole! Thanks for just shooting me point blank in the damn face! What a dick! Anyway, let's... Agree! back here. I guess while we get back there, Egg Robo is actually Knuckles' antagonist in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. If you chose to play as Knuckles, the story took place after Sonic had already saved Angel Island and it's floating again. But Knuckles goes after a rogue Egg Robo. Well, that's hurting the island. When he is replaced with, he replaces Robotnik in all of his battles. He is also, like I said, playable in Sonic R as an unlockable character. And even of all places to return to classic Badnik, he's in the kart racing thing for Sonic Adventure 2. Probably the weirdest appearance of a minor Sonic character. But hey, it's a fun little nod to the classic era there. It might be the weirdest way they've referenced the classic era, because the kart racing in Sonic Adventure 2 is the kart racing in Sonic Adventure 2. But yeah. Yeah, kind of a special guy, Egg Robo. So, he was the kind of the silly guy that kept appearing before Big took that role. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm like looking around for stuff, I'm looking at things that involve interesting things in the franchise to talk about. And I do believe, I know we've seen a lot of Sonic fights today. Okay, but I think that's honestly the best. Oh, here's our first one type of mission. Do I do that in the Knuckles one? Give me a second to get hit by the spring and fly towards neither of them. You know what? We're on the topic of Sonic Adventure 2. Let's go for it. Knuckles, buried treasure! Press the Y button to dig up medals. Collect a set number and reach the goal in time. Do you have new music? We do not have new music. That's okay. This level has new music anyway. And we can talk about that too.
I'll handle the treasure hunting. Press the button when you need me.
Knuckles being a treasure hunter isn't expanded on as much. Knuckles being a treasure hunter isn't expanded as much as his Guardian Angel. I mixed up Guardian of the Master Emerald and Angel Island together, I think. But yes, his Guardian role is certainly what gets the most prominence in the series. Ow, my everything! Thank you, Mr. Egg Robo, who only appears in this game. Have I said that before? Anyway. But Knuckles is a treasure hunter. He sometimes explores Angel Island for both mysteries about his past and places to hide the Master Emerald when he needs to help Sonic. I think that was another voice crack for me. You can also get, oh yeah, that was the right place. You can also get clocks this way, by the way. Ow, my existence is on fire. Anyway, that beeping you're hearing, and generally the premise of this mission, is based on something, again, from Sonic Adventure 2 of all things. In Adventure 1 and 2, Knuckles was a treasure hunter. He shattered the... In Adventure 1, if you remember from that Let's Play, I forgot! We're going here now. I've determined that we're going over here now. Anyway, in Sonic Adventure, if you remember from that LP, releasing Chaos had shattered the Master Emerald, and he's got to go looking for it.
Here goes.
I have no rings, and I'm very scared. Anyway, Master Emerald shattered. He's got to go looking for all the pieces. There's cute treasure hunting levels where you're, instead of going to the gold ring, you find 3 pieces of the Master Emerald. In Sonic Adventure 2, he deliberately shatters the Master Emerald to prevent it from being stolen again by Eggman.
Here goes.
I'm right there, Knuckles. Come on. Anyway, he deliberately shatters the Master Emerald, preventing it from being stolen again. And it's the same as it was in Adventure 1, where he's got to go looking for a mog. It's the same as another character we'll be seeing later.
I got this.
But back when we get to how Adventure 2 is represented in this game, because of course it is. It's one of the most popular games, regardless of how you think of it as a product of its time. People love that heckin' game, and for good reason. It's well designed.
Here goes.
Right, I think all 3 levels are fun. But we'll get to that when we actually get to Adventure 2's representation. I would like to go over here, please. This game has been a mix of Ian gets frustrated, I think, and Ian gushes about the series he's getting frustrated over.
I got this.
Very weird, my relationship with this series. I need one more! There we go! They all fell! They all just fell. Oh fuck, is that everything? Haunted Panic from Sonic CD, again we'll be getting into a little bit later. Anyway, that's all 6 challenge acts that I wish to do, and I think I have all 3. I can check on the screen, yippee! Anything you gotta say to us since we were just adventuring with you? A treasure hunt is useful to have around, right? He merely seeks validation. We love you, Knuckles. Anyway, yes. That is everything I want to do. Next time! I'm on the Sonic Generations Redux. Our first boss battles. See you then!